And now I'd like to introduce Kevin Sutton and Melvin Cox from the Kedzie Corridor. Kevin Sutton is the executive director of the Foundation for Home and Square. He joined the foundation in 2011, but he began his relationship with the community 20 years ago. He has deep roots in that community and a lifelong passion for helping and strengthening families and transforming neighborhoods. Kevin is a member of Elevated Chicago's steering committee and an amazing bridge and an amazing connector with the Home and Square community and with the North Lawndale community and beyond. Melvin Cox manages Cox Consulting and has a background in wealth management. He's a resident in the Kedzie Corridor community and is facilitating the creation of the community table for that area in collaboration with Foundation for Home and Square, Garfield Park Community Council, and IFF.
All right, this will work. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Melvin Cox. So I'm a Christian husband, father of 3, former NCAA athlete, scholarship athlete, hold a couple college degrees, banking professional for 13 years, and working with Kevin and Mike Thomas here on the Kedzie Corridor, which consists of the Kedzie Green Line stop and the Kedzie Blue Line stop.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Oh, come on, wake up. Hi, everybody. Let's loosen up a little bit, really. So it's not, I know it's serious work and all of that, but we can have a little fun, too, while we're doing it, right? First of all, I am so happy that I didn't have to frolic Yam this morning. Thank God for that. Let the church say amen. So I'm really, really happy to be here this morning. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Melvin. Deani, thank you. Where is she? Where'd she go? Oh, there. Okay, good. Good. So that's the Cox family, and they have been really, really tremendous in supporting us. I wanted to just quickly share that we are elated to be a part of Elevated Chicago. We are very, very grateful that the elevated themes really do mesh very nicely with the work of Home and Square. And I think I say the same and can say the same truly of Garfield Park Community Council when we say we have a lot of work ahead of us, but we also have some wonderful, wonderful assets. And so before I dig too deep into this, I wanted to let you know that the work that we're doing is being supported by community, by stakeholders, and a lot of those folks are in the room today. So very quickly, let me just start off with acknowledging a couple of people who've been really, really inspirational and very supportive in the work that we are doing thus far. Let me start with Yvonne Shields, who is a part of the Home and Square Community Advisory Council. She's way back in the back there. And Sheila McNeary is part of the North Lawndale Community Coordinating Council, another group of community residents and stakeholders. My dear friend at IFF, Eden Hurd, brings us a lot of technical support and a great deal of development and housing ability, and we really are grateful for her. Melvin is here, and well, Melvin is just Melvin. You got to get to know him. He brings a full package and a full show. I already mentioned his wife. And I also wanted to mention Mike Thomas with Garfield Park Community Council. Mike, wake up. That's you. You gotta, okay, he's asleep. And LaShawn, where are you? Did I see LaShawn? There's LaShawn. Wake up, Mike. We're not done yet. LaShawn, there she is, way on the end over there. So you know that there are a lot of people and a lot of different community groups who are working to make this project and this work move, and I wanted to make sure that I highlighted that. I also wanted to highlight that despite all of the challenges, I want to make sure that you know that there are assets in these communities. And so where's the clicker, Melvin? Where are we going here? Okay, you click on that. There we go. We go back. There we go. Go back another one. There we go. Okay. So we've got a great many challenges in our community. But we also have a lot of assets, and I wanted to make sure that as we look at this list of challenges, we're also looking at assets, right? So we have the Garfield Park Community Council. We have the Kedzie Lake L stop, and we also have the Homan Kedzie Blue Line stop. We have a green line stop and a blue line stop. We're very blessed and fortunate that we have both the north and the south covered by L stations. We also have the Homan exit of the 290 Expressway. So you can get on or off at Homan, which is pretty tremendous. We also have a wonderful opportunity with Garfield Park Conservatory. We have Home & Square, which is, I'll tell you about that at lunchtime if you want to know about it. And then there's some wonderful other assets in the community, which include Providence St. Mel. We have School of the Art Institute at Nichols Tower, and we also have the 345 Art Gallery. So we're really blessed to have a tremendous number of community assets in the area. And despite those assets, we also have our challenges, right? We have our vacant lots. We have our troubled buildings. We have disinvestment system-wide, and we have a great number of abandoned or problem buildings that we need to address. But more importantly, we have a lot of families who are still invested in making sure that Garfield Park and North Lawndale rise. And so I really want to celebrate those families who have stayed the course and who are there, and for those families who are wanting to return, and we're wanting to make sure that they have the opportunity to do that. I want to celebrate them too.
So, transit-oriented development. What has happened, we're at the 3200 block west. So if you look at the 3200 block north, where there's a purple line, a brown line, and a red line stop, the demographics of that area are tremendously different than 3200 west. And a lot of times, what like Guion said, we've researched and studied everything by all types of organizations, locally and nationally. The main thing that we've discovered here for transit-oriented development was that those residential sites were built for single or retirees. So you have a lot of 2-bedroom, 1-bath, a lot of 2-2s. For individuals where the income may be, and I think later on you're going to see where some disparity on the rental income, where it may be $1,900 a month rent or for those places. So we've always been a family-centered community, and that's one thing we want to make sure that we continue. But we need to have some 4-bedroom, 3-baths for your new family. So one of the challenges that exists in our area is daycare. You know, when you have younger families, the 80s babies, we need childcare. We want to make sure we have safe schools, and home ownership. Home ownership may not be for everyone, but we definitely need to have some home ownership. Our area is 90% black. 40% of that's below the poverty line. Less than 25% of that is homeowners. So how do we leverage this to move forward in the direction that we would like to? Cook County Land Bank, vacant lots, vacant buildings. Everyone's hitting on a lot of the similar topics, and the great thing about elevating this opportunity here is for us to bring everyone together so we can figure out what are we currently doing, what organizations and businesses in our communities just need that extra boost, need that extra help. Because it's not so much that we need something new from someone outside as much as we just need the support for the existing businesses and existing organizations so they can take that next step.
So what's going on at Garfield and Home & Square and in the North Lawndale community? Currently, we have the hatchery, which is a wonderful, wonderful investment, $30 million investment, 67,000 square foot facility addressing food production, entrepreneurship, would-be caterers, small businesses, small opportunities to get your own kitchen, get your own start, grow your business, a small incubator space. So you can come in, Joanna, and you can have either your tiny kitchen where you want to tell us about grandma's cookies, or where you can take Naomi's barbecue sauce and learn how to bottle it, ship it, prepare it, and the whole thing. So we've got a full gambit that's going to be going on at the hatchery. Really excited about that opportunity. It's also going to have an opportunity for community members to have their own space in that area. In addition to that, we have the Oaks of North Lawndale helping to address climate resiliency, etc. The Oaks of North Lawndale, 7,000 trees being planted in the area, adding to health benefits as well as climate resiliency. Let me wrap up quickly and just also say that we've got the Kedzie Homan stop at the Blue Line, and just across from it, there is a blighted vacant lot that we really do need to address, and the community has expressed a lot of interest in seeing retail and seeing multi-purpose and even having some sort of arts and culture addition to that space. It's a good lot, it's transient right off the L stop, and so we're really looking forward to addressing the need there. And I'm gonna let Melvin talk a little bit about the community Shark Tank.
So on the community Shark Tank, a lot of action. We're at a point where we need action, and a lot of times the community, we just don't feel like we've been heard. So we want to create a platform with the community Shark Tank ideals, not necessarily a new business or a new organization, but those are welcome, as well as existing businesses and existing organizations, to create a platform so that we can have our partners from IFF, our partners from Enterprise, and we can have our banking partners to come out and view and hear what the community would like to start. And at the same time, some folks in our community and some businesses are ready to go, plug and play. Some people, we need to go ahead and enroll and partner with New Covenant so that we can do our 12-week business planning session, so we can do our financial literacy. So we need to gauge exactly where we're at and figure out what's viable, what's not viable, so that we can take those next steps. We have not had, and I'll just be honest, population in these two areas in the 1960s was over 190,000. Today, it's less than 60,000. So as a community, we've seen the gentrification that's going on in Pilsen, that has gone on in Humboldt Park. And people are reluctant. They're hesitant. They're scared because we don't know what that looks like. But black people are leaving the city. And what does that look like? So the opportunity is we have capacity for individuals and new families to move in. But we got to make sure we take care and address the individuals that are there and give them the opportunities as well. So that's going to be a work in progress. We've all seen a lot, and everyone is scared and hesitant of being displaced. And there have been a lot of promises, a lot of planning, a lot of meetings, a lot of community tables, a lot of things that have gone on over the last 3 to 10 years. But as a community, not necessarily seeing the action that we feel is necessary.
So we're grateful for our relationship with Chicago Community Trust, with CMAP, with LISC, and others who are helping us figure out next steps. But by the same token, we can't slow the roll. We have to continue to invest and continue to work. Home and Square has been working on a strategic plan for the last year or so, and as part of that plan, we will continue to recapitalize our existing housing so that those apartments that are 20 years old get the new bathrooms, get the new windows, get the new roofs, so that that inventory remains stable and solid and affordable, and a place where you'd want to raise your family or at least kickstart, right, your young life. The other thing we want to do is we want to take advantage of these opportunities as it relates to vacant lots and problem buildings in the immediate area, and give an opportunity to add to the inventory. So one of the great things that Home and Square does well is we manage property, particularly residents, really, really well, residential property. And so we're going to take some opportunities in the surrounding area to add to our footprint, hopefully adding about 48 new units next year, maybe 2018, 2019, depending how hard I can push Eden. And also, Mike can give us more, any effort or money that we can get, we will build. We're happy to do it. And so we're really excited about this partnership. Thank you very, very much, Elevated Chicago. Thank you, Roberto. Thank you, Rosa, for your work and your efforts. And thank you, Melvin.